Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Silver Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're checking out a game called Wastelander, which is kind of like a city builder crossed with a colony sim, crossed with like a top-down overlay, kind of has a bit of Minesweeper vibes in it. Anyway, we'll get into things and we'll chat about exactly what the heck is going on. It's a little bit funky for a city builder, but just roll with me, roll with me. It's kind of got some battle royale elements in, except it's single player, obviously. So, yeah, anyway, what do we got going on here? This is Chaos. Let's chat about exactly what we've got. So this is the playable area over here. We have Fog of War, and this is area that is obscured. We can reveal it, but it'll cost us resources if we want to do just that. This is our starting location over here. If we click on this, as you can see, the type of tile is sand. We've got a scrap shield on. More about that in a little second. But most importantly, this is where our base is. The wreckage of your ship provides a large amount of storage as well as metal and energy income. Indeed, very, very important. So, a couple of resources that we played this game with. We've got metal, we've got energy, we've got metal storage, and we've got energy storage. That is represented up in the top right-hand corner here. You can see we've got 8 out of 8 metal, and we've got 8 out of 8 electricity as well. There's also water, which we can add if we want to. This is a little indication of when the next storm is going to be. Remember I said that there was a little shieldy shield thing on here? Yeah, it turns out because there's a massive, huge atmospheric storm that is bearing down on us like a tempest from the deep. I suppose a tempest comes up, but a storm comes down. Anyway, you get the picture. It's a vice versa situation here. Anyway, we've got a couple of tiles that are highlighted in red. Storm danger. This area is vulnerable to the next storm. Any buildings here will be destroyed. Indeed, that would be a tragedy if we were to build any buildings in these locations. They would get destroyed over the course of the next 5 turns. We have 50 turns until the end of the game, and our mission is to connect up these 3 ruins. What do they contain? I have no idea. Maybe they have the technology that is going to allow us to survive the storms, or perhaps, I don't know, they're just old buildings which don't have anything of value for us, so you never know. Anyway, this is a game all about connections and exploration and expansion. It's also turn-based, which I guess makes it a little bit interesting. So we got a couple of different tabs here: infrastructure, metal, energy, water, abilities, and items. Infrastructure, as you can probably imagine, is primarily for connections. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Excavator, this is going to allow us to increase our metal per turn at the cost of energy per turn. Again, how excavation works. Warehouse, this allows us to store metal. That makes sense. Wind turbine, this costs us metal to build, but it'll get us energy per turn, and a battery allows us to store energy. Water pump and a water tank, basically the same thing. Where we get down to the interesting stuff is in the abilities. We've got scan, we've got irrigate, we've got reinforce, we've got investigate, and we've got destroy. Well, we've already used the investigate tile, but that's not it's not particularly interesting. Right, let's get some intel. Let's get some intel on the surrounding areas. Scan costs us 6 electricity to do. I keep right-clicking to try and get rid of the scan thing, but that's fine. We can just leave that on there for now. I don't really rate what we've got going on here. This is a bit dicey. We should also probably highlight exactly what the heck this is over here. A supply cache, a technological deposit, provides a choice of rewards when connected, which is exactly what we're going to do, actually. Right, so I mentioned this is a game all about connections. We plonk a wind turbine in there. That connects over to this tile here. And what do we got? Geothermal power plant. Power plant that can only be built on lava, provides a significant energy income at the cost of a small amount of water per turn. Okay. Scrap shields grants stock of scrap shield item. That's cool. We'll talk about scrap shields in just a second. Scrap 4 resources, plus 4 metal, plus 5 water. I think I'm going to take the scrap shields. Probably the scrap shields. I don't really think that we can get much benefit from the water or the metal right now. So we'll just take the shields. Basically, what we need to consider And I think it's probably worth doing just to demonstrate this here. If we build these wind turbines around, which is, I think, a good thing to do, because what we primarily want to do is we want to try and expand over to the, to the areas that we know have value. So we're talking about the, we're talking about the thingy over here, the ruin over here, and also this is a little metal patch, which we will be able to. I should probably. There we go, highlight that. Or surface ore deposit counts as a flat tile. If we place an excavator on that, then our resources are gonna go absolutely bonkers. Anyway, we built this turbine here. That's fine. We're gonna place down a scrap shield on top, and if I do that, you'll note that the color will change from red to protected. So the scrap shield adds an improvised shield to a single tile, does not use power, and does not need to be connected, protects against storms. Now, of course, we have 3 in stock. We started with 2, we got 2 from the supply cache, and now we're here. So there we go. Anyway, that's pretty good. We want to make sure that we're absolutely not running up against our cap at any point. So we used up a whole bunch of electricity, and I would intend to continue to use up a whole bunch of electricity. Probably on scanning. I think it's probably worth us hitting this area up with the scan. Yeah, just so that we know how we're going to tackle this mountain range here. And oh boy, there are some ways that we can tackle mountain ranges. Let's get a battery if we can, actually. Yeah, so battery is going to allow us to increase our maximum energy supply, which I think is pretty important. 1 battery and 1 wind turbine is going to allow us to increase our cap and increase the amount of energy per turn, both of which are pretty darned important. What we want to do is we can try and connect this up, which is definitely possible. But we also want to try and think about how we're going to tackle the mountain ranges. So there's 2 ways that we can really effectively deal with the mountain ranges. Let's go here, and then let's go here. Right. Don't love that. That's fine as is. We are going to go a little bit over the top of our cap here, but that's okay. We can also start chatting about dynamite pretty soon. There's also a different type of scan that we can use, which I'm not really particularly sure if Am I bothered about this? I guess we have 2. We have 2, we might as well use them, right? Oh my goodness, what the heck is that? I have absolutely no idea. An ancient gateway. Where is one? There must be another nearby. I wonder if they're connected. Ooh. Well, we'll chance it. Let's not use our second shape scan. And we've also got a seed bomb. Turn a sand tile to grass. We're not going to worry about that too much yet. Because again, that is another mechanic against protecting from the storm. And that might be something that we choose to do at some point, but not now. Let's continue to expand down here. Okay, this is good. This is good. We're heading in the right direction, that is for sure. 2 turns until the storm hits. I'm kind of thinking that I want to wait. I tell you what I will do. I'm going to destroy this mountain range. We have 2 sticks of dynamite, which I think is really, really important that we get access to this area. Getting access to this area is going to allow us to connect in a excavator, which I think is absolutely mission critical, to be honest, is really, really critical. So we're going to get that down. Again, we're not going to be quite maximally utilizing everything that we've got here, but I think that's okay. I think that's fine. So we'll plonk that down. Now, I know these 2 things aren't connected, but that's exactly where we want to be. Now, I don't want to build anything on this tile yet because the storm is going to roll in next turn, and we don't want to be caught unawares. So we're going to suck it up, and we're going to deal with the fact that we're going to go over our cap ever so slightly for a tiny little bit of time. A storm has passed through, wreaking havoc and uncovering some new secrets. The next storm is sure to be stronger. Yes, indeed. Excellent. Brilliant. New ruins have been revealed. Right. More ruins to explore. More supply caches have been dropped down. I like that. I like that a lot. So first things first. Let's get a scrap shield deployed right on that tile over there. Let's also get ourselves a brand new battery. As you can see, that was a bold decision. We are now in negative territory. Negative energy territory, that is. But the trade-off is that we have a whole bunch of extra resources coming in, which is really, really, really good. And this is going to be critical for building tunnels. And tunnels, let me tell you, oh boy, they're important. I think I want to grab a scan of this area. What the heckity heck is that? Right. Spore tumor. This massive mutated plant appears to be barely clinging to life. Maybe if we gave it some water, it could grow again. Provide the feed tumor ability while connected to the base. Spore tumor ability used to increase grass outward from the spore tumor through flat tiles. Costs more water each time it is used, but creates a larger radius. What the heckity heck is that? Right. Well, this is good. This provides us a real opportunity. I think we're in with a plan here. So let's go to the next turn. We'll max out our metal there. Let's go here. I think the next stage is going to be using an explodey boy right over here. I think that's kind of what we're after. We could save up and build a tunnel. A tunnel, basically, you build on a mountain tile, and it connects up all four angles. We're definitely going to build a tunnel over here, but I think that we want to, just for the sake of expediency, we want to get ourselves into a bit of a better position. Yeah, a water pump as well. We probably want to try and get that built somewhere over there. Nothing is in danger at the moment. We've shored up all of our defenses. A warehouse would definitely be handy if we could get one. There we go. Look at that. Hey, we connected it up. So, what can we get? We can get reactive coating. Buildings destroyed by storms leave a scrap shield. Activate this ruin self-destruct protocol. This will destroy all mountains in the surrounding 3x3 area. Connection to this ruin is no longer required for victory. A map of the area. Reveal all flat tiles connected to this ruin. How well is that going to work? Not very well. It revealed 2 old tiles. I was kind of hoping for a little bit of extra intel there, but, you know, that is what it is. Okay, we need 4 water to feed the spore. I want to get that set up as a thing. I really, really do. How much does the water pump cost to use? It costs a lot of electricity to use. That's for darn sure. And we need to get some more electricity. We also want to connect up this thingy over here. That is pretty darn cool. We got 3 turns until the next storm. Do I feel comfortable just kind of throwing down another scrap shield here? I kind of feel like maybe not. Maybe we take it a little bit easier and we get ourselves a warehouse or something like that. Let's get ourselves a warehouse over there. That I feel like is not a necessarily bad idea. Okay, again, means that we're not going over the cap, which is pretty important. 2 turns until we are able to... There we go. Until we're able to build on this tile. That's fine. Water pump is 3. Yeah, okay, I think we're in a good place. Let's get the... How much is it going to use? 4 electricity. Yeah, I mean, we're going to need, like, tons and tons and tons of power anyway, so we might as well just try and pump it up. Okay, the storm has passed through. Anything changed? Another ruin. That's good to note. That's fine. Let's get that online. We do have the storm coming in here. I don't like the idea of the storm coming in here and destroying this. That seems pretty bad. I mean, this is a pivotal place. There we go. Let's get that. We've got some water. We're going to need to get down a water tank as well, which unfortunately I'm not going to be able to get until the next turn. We'll get that down. Okay, that allows us to get 2 water. We're going to get another one for a maximum of 4 water. We get 3 water per turn. And how much did we need to feed the spore? 4 water to feed the spore and 7 to irrigate. Wowzers. Okay, it's going to take us a little while to get all connected up here, but that's fine. Right, so this I'm happy to leave. That's not necessarily a problem. What we really need to do is we need to lay down some more scans. That's pretty important. And actually, I think we want to scan over here. This is a no-go area. We are gonna get a tunnel. We are absolutely gonna get a tunnel. We're gonna get a tunnel as soon as we possibly can. I also want to check out this gate. I mean, that's just really interesting. If I was to build a tunnel right about now, right over here, that would basically lock us out of doing anything useful until the next turn, but I mean, it's not like we're going to be able to do anything until then anyway, so I think we're just going to sort of deal with it. We don't really care about using our last scrap shield over here. I think we're quite content to leave that as is. Let's end the turn, go to the next one, and then we plonk this down, get that connection, which is very, very important. Scavenger and augment. Equipment packs award +1 stock. That's pretty useful, so if we get any dynamite or if we get any scrap shields or whatever from supply caches, that would give us 1 extra. Pretty valuable. Activate this Ruins Oasis protocol to flood the unoccupied adjacent tiles with water. I mean, that's kind of handy. The area map is absolutely useless. I think we're going to go for the Oasis protocol. I think Scavenger is probably the right play, but I really like the idea of water over here, purely because it gets me some guaranteed water if I need it, which I'm not necessarily sure that I do. Anyway, let's see this this spore growth thing. We did it. 8 water to feed the spore again. Okay, did it do anything? I'm unsure. Horrifically unsure. We'll just have to wait and see until the next turn, apparently. Right, can we get another scan down somewhere? I'm thinking that we try and build down this way. That's what we're after. We're after that ore deposit. That's going to be super, super handy. And if we get this tunnel in here, yes, that's good. And I'll tell you why that's good. It's because next turn, bada bim, bada boom, the storm has come through. New ruins may have been revealed. And any new intel on anything, really? Not really. Not really at all. Mini shield. Shield generator shields all adjacent tiles whilst connected. I mean, is that something that we're potentially interested in doing? I mean, if we were to destroy this tile here, that would probably be useful. There's also the chance that we could ditch this warehouse and get it replaced with a mini shield. That might be kind of cool. Anyway, what we do need to do is we need to either build a wind turbine in here or we need to build some rails in here. I should have used rails earlier, but they're just, I guess, you know, connectors that cost 1 scrap less to build. We've got 5 turns until the next thing. I mean, you never know. We could get some dynamite from this supply drop. Advanced energy storage that can only be built on sand provides immense energy storage and a small amount of energy income. That's great, right? Grants 2 stock of shaped scan item. Don't really care. Scrap for resources, metal. I think we're going to take the Sub-Zero battery. That's legit, to be honest. That's really, really legit. And it's actually already there. It's working and it's grand. That is happy, happy days. We can't do the irrigation thingy yet, which is a bit frustrating because that would be kind of nice. No refunds. Let's get that destroyed, and then let's get the mini shield. Cannot place mini shield. Can only be built on lava. Oh, that's a bleeding shame. I should have probably paid attention to that before we gave that a punt. We could do a seed bomb. Let's do that. So apparently, bad things don't happen on grass, which is great. Right. So we set ourselves back a little bit unnecessarily there, but to be honest, I think I can just about deal with that. Not necessarily the end of the world. The idea of this warehouse getting rebuilt is a touch galling, but that's okay. Let's also see if we can try and get... Yeah, that's fine. We'll get another scan down over here. We want to get this connected up as well. What the heck is that? A node. Storm have exposed this interface that connects to a vast underground network. Compatible buildings built here receive increased yields. Counts as a flat tile. Very interesting indeed. Very, very interesting indeed. Yeah, I want to get some more water down so that we can start leveraging... this irrigation tool. That seems pretty darned useful to me. It is going to cost us quite a lot of energy to make that happen. but if we're able to make it work, then that's great. Supply drop, core mine, advanced metal extractor that can only be built on the lava, provides immense metal income, but costs a large amount of energy and water per turn. We do have water per turn. Single-use deployment. I mean, that's not bad. 2 dynamite is also very, very good. I think we're going to take that. Sure. We're going to take that. It's in storm danger. Oh, that's a bleeding shame. I can't turn that to grass, unfortunately. We can stick down a mini shield, I guess, adjacent, which I think is probably what I want to do. It does take us down into negative water territory, but again, we got to bear in mind, I think we'll be fine with this. I think we'll be fine with this. All we need to do is just deal with it for a little while longer. Okay, good. Another mini shield over here, potentially. No, let's not deal with that. 4 water per turn or 4 electricity per turn is a lot. Let's get that in there, that in there, that in there, and then we'll just wait until the next turn. Let's get another scan there. That's good intel. I like that. That's very, very good intel. We're building quite a resilient network here. It may not look it. There's going to be a couple of holes, probably not immediately. There will be a couple of holes. That will happen. We know that's going to happen, but that's fine. There's also another excavator that we can definitely build at some point, but to be honest, my focus needs to be on generating a significant amount of electricity right now and surviving the next storm. The storm, yes, is going to end up disconnecting half of this infrastructure. We knew that would be the case. There we go. That's looking very, very good. And that's actually remarkably fine because we plonk this down here. That takes us back into positive territory. And we're going to get a mini shield right over yonder when we absolutely can. And that is going to be right about now. So we've ended up protecting... I mean, how much is this actually worth? 3 metal? I think I'll take it. I mean, the fact that the vast bulk of my sort of critical infrastructure is protected here, it feels quite good. It feels quite good. We're still left with a whole bunch of resources. I really would like to get this additional excavator set up, but we really just do not have the power to do so right now. So we're gonna need to just expand. What's this? Wasteland. Ruined land cannot support life or buildings, counts as a flat tile. Okay, that's fine. There's still the connection over here, which I really want to nab. Not enough metal to build a wind turbine. Again, not necessarily a problem. We don't have any dynamite either. But we need something to generate more power. That's for sure. I mean, it's all good and well, just, you know, building a whole bunch of turbines piecemeal, but this feels pretty inefficient as efficiencies go. Also really keen to get some more water storage at some point. Right, let's not do anything right now. We're not going to hit our cap on anything with the exception of water, and water is useless until we can get 3 additional water tanks, which we really need to do, actually. Maybe I should focus on that for now. I mean, here's the thing. What do we got out here? That's not great, actually. I used a lot of energy over there to determine that there is not much buildable land. That really kind of sucks, to be honest. Yeah, we're going to lose our excavator, which isn't going to be the end of the world. And in fact, I can't even seed bomb that, so that's not even going to make much of a difference. Yeah, well, we can basically hit this as soon as we finish up with the... as soon as the storm passes, we can hit that up. What about we get this? Yeah, let's get this. Are you kidding me? Well, that was a bit frustrating. So that gateway takes us right the way down here. That's good, I guess. I mean, it's kind of good. It's not bad. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. Ancient shield reactivated. As you approach the building, an ancient shield mechanism stirs and the area is shielded. Excellent. That's great news. That's wonderful. That makes me feel very, very happy. Can we build this here? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. We got a bonus water storage. That is cracking. One turn away. Things are probably going to get a little bit spicy here. We're going to be losing the excavator. Excavator costs, what, 5 to rebuild? Yeah, so a little less than suboptimal, but, you know, live, you laugh, you love, you learn, something like that. I don't know. We'll just take it. We'll take it. Right. Reconnection. Would love to get out to here if possible at some point. What's the issue? Oh yeah, we lost the excavator. But to be honest, the fact that we've got this massive core drill thing is pretty darned cool, and we've got a whole bunch of extra spots. Right, we'll connect the ruins up. What do we got? Future supply drops will have their deployment blueprint option replaced with frontier post development. Frontier posts are shielded and provide +1 water, +1 power when connected. That might be useful. Activate this ruin's tectonic destabilization. Destroy all mountains in the surrounding vicinity. No. I think we'll take expansionist. That seems much more useful. Plus, we absolutely need to make sure that we're exploring a little bit over here. Right. Well, I have hit a brick wall. Not an actual brick wall, but definitely a metaphorical brick wall. Certainly feels that way. Let's get you, and let's get you down as well. Sure. Let's just go all in on the water building strategy, shall we? To me, that sounds like a great idea. Sounds like a great idea. We can build some scrap shields, but again, I feel like it's just not worth it. Maybe it's worth a scrap shield over on this thing. Yeah, that would probably be, of anywhere to build, that seems like a good investment to make. This place down here, I mean, I have so much energy that it's actually kind of ridiculous. This is an interesting little setup. Let's do that to get a whole bunch of extra energy for pretty much nothing. That's nice. We can also force irrigate somewhere, which I'm interested in doing. Force irrigate there, I guess. I mean, we might as well. If we've got the water, which we absolutely do, we might as well. Then that's us pretty much out of options. Cool. Right. So there's always the option of a tunnel here, and then a further tunnel here next turn or the turn after that. We also want to keep on scanning out this way. That's not terrible, actually. That's not terrible. We're going to wait 2 turns before making any significant moves onto that. We might be in trouble in terms of the end game here. Holy cow. Yeah, I think we are going to be in trouble, but what can you do? Let's see if we can try and force irrigate somewhere. We've gone very, very deep into the... We've gone deep into... Sure, we'll get that down. Man, that's rubbish. We've gone deep into the water strat. I'm not sure if necessarily the water strat is a good way. I also feel like I should have taken advantage of these nodes much more early. That would have been quite handy. Let's also, whilst the going is good, connect this up. Frontier post, yep, let's do that, I think, right? Sure. That's not bad. And we'll get another bunch of metal in just a second. Can we force irrigate somewhere? I mean, we can. We'll try the spore thing again. I don't think the spore thing does anything because it's not actually connected to any adjacent. Provides feed tumor agility. Some water it would grow. Increase grass outward from the spore tumor through flat tiles. Yeah, pretty certain that there's no flat tiles around, and therefore it's pretty useless just as a concept. But you never know, it might actually end up being useful. Supply drop or dynamite or frontier post. I mean, I like the idea of dynamite, to be honest. That's just gonna help. I mean, we have 20 turns left. It's gonna be dicey, but 2 dynamite is definitely gonna be of assistance. This is a long way to go, though. I feel like we beelined down south without getting the connection. Yeah. Well, you know what we can only do? We can only do what we can only do. Right, the storm has passed through. Did it do anything? Not particularly. Not particularly at all. So, we have 2 dynamite sticks. We have 2 dynamite sticks, and we need to get somewhere else. Blech. Don't rate that. Don't rate that with 19 turns remaining. Don't rate that at all. Okay, the spore is a wash. We don't care about the spore. That's gonna end up getting destroyed. Dynamite. I think we have to dynamite here. We can't even stick a water thing in there. We can, I suppose, and we will. Okay, that's fine. We'll hit up these two. We'll hit up these 2 things in a second. So we'll get there. Let's force irrigate somewhere. I mean, that sure keeps everything somewhat connected. I also feel like I just need to get better at doing rails. Much better at doing rails. So we'll go for another one of those. Okay, rails over there. We're gonna hit it It's not worth me doing that at all, is it? Well, this is doable. This is definitely doable here. Yeah, we're gonna hit up a tunnel right over there. Wonderful. We've got a frontier post available, which is what we're gonna take. I like it. I like it a lot. Not enough metal. Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame. And let's get more exploration done. Storm's coming in 3 turns. That's fine. I feel like my major failing here has been the fact that we haven't got enough metal production. I mean, we really haven't got enough metal production. That's an illegal irrigation over there. There's no dynamite, and we do have the ability to build a tunnel, but let's be brutally honest, we can't actually do that at this moment in time. Holy cow. I mean, that's just rude. Rude and rough. Rude and rough indeed. Okay. Sure. Yoink that in there. Yoink that in there. Finally. Relic abilities can only cost energy. Water costs are converted to energy with the 2x multiplier. Metal costs are converted to... Oh, wow. Okay. Flood unoccupied adjacent tiles with water. No, we've done that. Let's get another artifact. That seems pretty decent. Okay. We got 15 turns to connect up 3 other ruins. That seems... optimistic, I think, is the phrase that I may use to describe my circumstances right about now. It's not out of the question. Storm passed through. Everything is disconnected. It's chaos down here. We're gonna need to replace that again, but I mean, pretty sure that's not gonna save my bacon, unfortunately, as much as I wish it would. I like the shields. I really rate the shields. I rate water. Water is definitely definitely something that we can make more use out of. But certainly where I think that my build has fallen down is that I just have nowhere near enough, I guess, storage or wind turbines, actually. Like, really? Yeah, so this is going to end up causing a massive power cut. There we go. What do we got? Frontier post, 8 energy, 4 water. Water is useless. I'll take that instead. Again, I mean, this is fine and all. This is fine and all. We can do a little bit of irrigation over there. But, I mean, we're still in trouble. And of course, now that we don't have enough power to actually satisfy all of our requirements, I think we might be in for a little bit of a rough time. I mean, I'm just sort of going through the motions here. I fear there may not be that much hope for me in the afterlife. There we go. I mean, that does take us back to power, back to the place where we need to be. But unfortunately, again, look at this. See, we can't build tunnels every turn. And if we were able to build tunnels every turn, that would be great. But alas, we just cannot. Things haven't been, you know, super optimal. What the heck is that? Things haven't been super optimal. Nanobot factory. Nanobot factories turns a sand tile to a wasteland, but has a chance to generate and pick up reward at random. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's go up here. Frontier post, scrap shields, scrap for resources, extra energy. I mean, I was a long shot, really. Oh, that's kind of cool. What's that? A Snecko magnet. Use energy and a small amount of metal to pull a random building out from under the shifting sands. Can pull up any building, including those you cannot normally build. That's very cool. That is very, very, very cool. Right, well, we've got 6 additional turns. Or we've got 6 final turns, I should say. This is going to be sad. This is going to be a sad 6 turns. That's not even connected, so we can't even... yes, I know the storm is coming through. Alas, there is no hope left. I mean, even this... we can't even build through the wasteland, so it's completely pointless. Goodness gracious me. I think it's got to be tunnels. Just building random stuff now whilst we get to the last turn. Defeat! I know, it's a tragedy. But that was it. That's at least a punt. Let's give it another shot. Let's give it another shot. Now that we know the ultimate strategy, the ultimate strategy is, of course, to get lucky with your mountain placements. Just kidding. No, seriously, I think it was metal. I think it was metal there. I think we went a little bit too hard on the old water. So that's okay. We got 2 dynamite, which again, I think we need to be a little bit more precious about. Let's get 2 of those down, and we will get one of the scrap shields to protect this pretty much immediately. We just need, like, a lot of intel. So that's fine. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's good. We've got 8 energy per turn, which I think is grand. This is okay. This is okay. I actually don't hate this too much at all, because what we're going to do is we're probably going to demolish here, demolish this tile here. Yeah. Demolish that tile there, and then plonk down an excavator. That's gonna get the juices flowing, which is what we're after. And then everything after that is somewhat surplus to requirements. Okay, good. Again, we're looking out for those nano tiles, which were much more helpful than anticipated. We've also probably got to grab ourselves another battery if it's all possible. Yeah, again, you know, thinking future proofing in mind. Let's get a... that could have been a little bit better for us, I think. Of course it could have been better. Anything could have been better. We're not going to build anything in these tiles yet because we don't want to. So I'll just hold. I'll hold on to the metal for now. Okay, what did we get? So that's an interesting one. That supply cache, that early supply cache might be super handy. Let's not get distracted. It's going to be useful, but it's not going to be super useful. Ah, not enough metal. Forgotten about that. It's fine. Now, this is good intel. This is very, very good intel. This is also fine up here. Let's not use our last remaining little bit of energy in order to get to a slightly better spot. I think we'll just hold onto the energy for now, or the metal for now, I should say. Good. Yes. Okay, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. Yeah, I think we're very happy with this. Right, so let's dynamite this now. Energy over there. Connects buildings and transports resources. Converts underlying tile to grass as long as your net water per turn is above 0. Aqueduct. Reusable blueprint. Connects buildings and transport resources. That's pretty good. I'm going to take that. That's very, very handy. So that allows us to build over water tiles, if I'm not mistaken. We do need water to actually build it, which may end up being a bit of an impediment, but that's okay. Let's get a warehouse or two. We're going to need to definitely get more than one of those. And I think I like the idea of getting a second one over here, but not as much as I like the idea of getting a tunnel right over there, because I want to get an early ruin. That would be really, really handy. This water area is also looking very, very appetizing. This is ripe for protection here. It's also going to allow us to connect in without building a tunnel, which is another major contributing factor. One turn away. Let's not worry about that too much. We don't have any water. There's no point in worrying about that. We'll get this over here. We don't have any dynamite left, but again, do we care? No, we don't. We're in a good place. Okay. Excellent. Happy days. Let's get this connected up. Makeshift explosive future supply drops will contain 1 dynamite. I mean, that's so good, right? The area map might be useful, but I think I care about makeshift explosives because we know what we've got. Like, we know what we've got coming. And it's gonna be handy. It's gonna be handy to have. Right, so we can do a scan, which is what I probably want to do. Up here is a potential. The next thing that we need to build infrastructure-wise is a tunnel right over here. Yeah. Scrap shield on that, because that is very, very important. And a seed bomb over here. Just for now. I get it, you know, until we have water, there's nothing that we can do about that, and I really just don't want to... I don't want to lose that. Although, there is a reasonable chance, I suppose, thinking about it, that we'll be able to get our water set up and running before... Okay, a bit redundant, but whatever. I wasn't thinking of beelining for it, but there we are. Let's get this in. Let's get this in here. Sure. Absolutely no reason not to. And then we'll go immediately to the next turn. And we'll plonk that down there, plonk that down there. That sorts us out for power. Let's get a connection over here. Geothermal plant? I love the idea of a geothermal plant. Yeah, I really love that. I love that a lot. That is great. That is really, really good. So that's the power connection that I was talking about. I like that a lot. Let's get extra intel up here. That's good. That's very, very good, in fact. Shape scan. Shape scan. Blah. That's what I've got to say about that. That's okay. We're in a good place. We're in a really, really good place. Let's get some additional... Let's try and get some additional ore production set up. But let's also get connected to this ruin, because I think ruins are pretty darn handy, is what I would describe them as. Right. So that did not very much for me. That did not very much for me at all. Connect this up. I realize that we're building it through the storm, but it's worth it. Efficient geometry reinforced costs 1 less metal. I think I might take area map, although in saying that, the augment is so nice. I think I'll take the area map. That was totally worth it. That was absolutely, unbelievably worth it. That's the nanobot factory as well. Heck yeah. Turns a sand tile to wasteland, but has a chance to generate a pickup reward at random. Yeah, we're gonna make that. We're gonna make that heckin' happen. Still no additional water, though, which is a bit unfortunate. Bit unfortunate. Reinforced still costs 5. Ore. I cannot let myself get sidetracked by the fact that we need more ore. This is looking decent up here. I mean, this is ready for ore. We're ready to build up here. Like, we can build a chain. A chain up here. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, it's slow progress. I get it. It's slow progress. It sucks, but we have to get up there. Every supply cache, remember, it does have dynamite in, so... We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Now, is it worth me building... Is it worth me building a tunnel through here? I mean, at 8... Or do I want to build 3 energy? I think I actually maybe just want to build the tunnel straight through, which I can do next turn, mind you. No real reason why I can't do that. 3 turns until the... 2 turns now. Until the impending heat death of the universe is going to be bearing down upon us. I do still have a couple of seed bombs. I think I want to seed bomb that. Seed bomb that. And I'll hold back my last one. Yeah, I got 1 last seed bomb left, so... I can always just tough it out. Yeah. Okay, more scans. Just scan... Ooh, another tumor thing. We don't need to necessarily be scanning totally at random, but near enough would be good. Right, our energy is now in a much better, more controllable place. We're gonna lose this next turn, but that's fine. Brilliant. Okay, the storm has passed through. More ruins have come upon us. But that's okay. I mean, we can replace this here. Do I really care about doing that? I'm not necessarily sure that I do. I also don't have the ability to protect this area up here, which is a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Hydroelectric plant. Power plant that can only be built on water provides energy income and a small amount of water income. I mean, is there any reason not to build that? That's really good, right? I mean, that's perfect. We need to hit another supply crate. Please. That would be really handy. Okay. We're going to build out here. Nanobot factory discovered. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, what was it? It was 1 metal. Turns a sand tile to wasteland. Okay, okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's first of all connect up this. There we go. I think we want the dynamite here. Shield that can only be built on lava, uses water to power. I don't really care about that, to be honest. I think we just want the dynamite. Give me the dynamite and let's build up here. This is also a little bit of a nasty area. I mean, we do have the water protection thing. In fact, if we do that, then this basically ensures that this entire area is now fully protected, which is kind of ridiculous and kind of fantastic. And again, it's because we knew that we had dynamite. We knew that we had dynamite waiting for us, because that's going to allow us to bulldoze through here, which is going to allow us to connect up to here, which is going to allow us to get our next supply crate. Oh man, that's beautiful. It's all coming together. That is wonderful. That is truly, truly wonderful. Okay, next area. Also, you know what I should have done? I should have bumped up to here and got that connected, but I didn't. That was stupid of me. But that's fine. That was a bad decision, wasn't it? So, as a consequence, I'm going to be penalized by dealing with... There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that bit of track. We can always rebuild it later. I don't know why that was at all on my to-do list. We also really need to solidly reinforce this right here. Reinforce that. Very, very critical. Get that built up there. Is that targeted by the storm? Oh, it absolutely is. That's a bit of a kicker, to be honest. I mean, that geothermal plant is powering quite a lot of my juice right now. The fact that that's going to go down is going to suck, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's not mission critical. What is mission critical is the fact that we have what's mission critical is the fact that we have this route up here, which is what we really need to sort out. We need to get prioritized, but that is going to set us back. I'm not gonna lie, that is a bit disappointing. Okay, that takes us back to energy positivity again, which is good. Let's continue on up here. Let's get this demolished. That demolished. There we go. Nice. Scan tiles are scrap shielded. Scan radius is reduced by 1. I mean, that's incredible, right? Like, that's just really, really good. Oh my, okay, it turns into 1. We can't rescan, unfortunately. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious me. Right, okay. That maybe isn't anywhere nearly as good as I anticipated. Right, the core mine we know is good. We'll take the core mine. Another core mine? I don't think I can actually afford another core mine. I wish I could, but I don't think I can. I think we just gotta hold off until we... Why is this not working? Why is there no water coming through here? We just don't have any water? I mean... We've got 2 turns until the next wave. I mean, we should have plenty of water, right? I think we should have plenty of water. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4. That takes 2. Core mine takes 2. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we need to keep this infrastructure on. The core mine being offline is inconvenient, to say the least. But it kind of has to be done. Oof. This sucks. I hate this. Oh my goodness, this is an absolutely miserable, miserable bit of infrastructure. I hate this so much. Okay. I mean, we just have to hope. We have to hope that we discover something brand new. Also, I have no water storage. That is so cripplingly bad. Ancient shield reactivated. Wonderful. Great. Happy days. Okay. Right. So things have gone... Things have gone a little bit wonky. But that's okay. We're still okay for... Oh my gosh. Oh... Oh, you hate to see it. Oh, I hate this. I feel like I've completely torpedoed my capability to actually explore. There's a supply cache or two that we can get to. We're at 3 out of 7 connected. I mean, I don't want to, like, beat around the bush because it is good. Like, we're in a good position. That goes in there. That goes in there. That goes in there. I mean... Let's just hope that there's nothing here. Hey, that's great news. That's fantastic news, actually. Hey, that's even better news. Wonderful. Okay. We're going to see if we can try and reinforce this next turn. But for now, yeah, sure. Let's bring that back into fashion. That's wonderful. Okay. Right. So we have got a tremendous amount of infrastructure in place now. Now, we're 2 turns away... from the storm again. This is gonna be messy, I think, regardless of what I want to see happen. We can only protect so many tiles. We can, however, seed bomb something. I'm feeling like maybe this is the lucky tile that gets seed bombed. Sure. And then we could actually do something with irrigation. There's a lot of tiles that could really do with being irrigated. Needs to be energy. Yeah. We still have 1 stick of dynamite left. You know what? I'm supremely confident. I'm supremely confident that this is not going to end up sucking. Right. What did we... The drone thing. Turns a sand tile to wasteland, but has a chance to generate a pickup as a reward. Sure. Stock shields +2? Thank you very much. That's great. That's very, very nice. I guess we'll just build out more sort of central infrastructure and then hope that that's fine. Okay, we can build 2 more. Okay, let's brace for impact. Brace for impact here, folks. Yeah, the storm is gonna do some nasty stuff, but it actually doesn't upset things too unevenly. Yeah, okay, that's kind of nice. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, we need to get warehouse space set up, which I think is really, really important. That is critical. We also need to get energy as well, which I'm obviously going to try and do more of as a priority right now than I probably have been doing before. This is all connected up. Well, that needs more water up there. This is all connected over here, so that's fine. Why is there not enough water in the tank here? Goodness gracious me. Why is there so much stormy stuff happening? Right, power has been restored. There we go. Okay, water is back fully. That's nice. Okay, nice. Let's get something. What do we need? What do we need? Anything, something, anything. Maybe it's secretly a tunnel here. Maybe that's what we're after. Sure, you know what? Let's hope. 4 electricity, 2 water. I think I'd rather have the dynamite, please, mate. So I kind of hate this. Well, at least we connected it up. Each subsequent irrigate in a single turn increases in size to a maximum of 3x3. I'll take the area map, please, and don't be terrible. Oh, goodness gracious me. That's nasty. That's nasty. I mean, I was kind of banking on the fact that things wouldn't be dreadful and miserable. But I'm now realizing that things are dreadful and miserable. This is 2022 that we're living in. I'm reinforcing my existing infrastructure just to sort of try and stave off all of the losses. Again, I feel like I've really missed the mid game. I also feel like this is just such a dreadful resource. I mean, the repurposed scanner. I mean, cripes, you might as well not repurpose it. Just, I don't know, just give me a slap in the face with a wet fish. I mean, that would be more useful than what we're having to deal with right about now. That's reconnected up, but that's no consolation. I mean, you just can't scan with this stuff. It's just abysmal. It really, really is. Okay, more power. Yep, reconnect that yet again. Hydroelectric dam. I mean, that is a nice bit of infrastructure that I would love to keep around. Irrigation, unfortunately, is not on the agenda on this occasion. But it could be soon. You never know. Let's keep that connected up over there. I feel like maybe having, like, thin running routes would be more useful than what we've currently got here. You know, thin routes, thin spindly areas, making sure that everywhere is protected. Yeah, that can be protected with grass. I mean, how on earth grass protects from like a flippin' storm? I have no idea. I mean, dynamite there. Just okay. There's no more dynamite left to give. No more dynamite left to give. Seed bomb. I mean, maybe if we just keep doing this. Seed bomb stock. I mean, we have loads and loads of seed bombs now. I mean, that's great. Seed bomb. Loads of seed bomb. Weather disperser. What the heck is that? Use the weather disperser to clear a small plus-shaped section of area. I mean, that's kind of handy, I suppose. It's not bad. It certainly doesn't make the difference. Which is a shame as well, because I felt like this sort of through area was looking pretty darn good. I mean, we've got seed bombs for days. Maybe this is just like the strategy, right? So we seed bomb just like everything on the routes. Everything is now protected. Funnily enough, we have arrived in a position where everything is protected. If only we had the ability to scan. That would be super handy. I mean, we can seed bomb here, we seed bombs to spare. The issue is... Okay, yeah, the storm did absolutely nothing. There is no supply crates, which... Sag, as they say. Oh, there's a gateway. Well, that would have been useful about, I don't know, like a bajillion years ago. I mean, look at this. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. Again, like ortho, right? Is like ore and all of the water tanks, all of the warehouses. I mean, that is so critical. And we just haven't got that in place. Ah. No. Tunnel. Hydroelectric plant. Dynamite. Give me dynamite. No. So close and yet so far. Dynamite. More dynamites. Well, I tell you what, we got a darn sight closer than I anticipated. That's actually not too bad. Turns out this area is pretty legit, and dynamite as well. Dynamite is pretty critical. Holy cow, this is a lovely little game. This is a lovely little game. I'm very, very, very impressed with it. And the fact of the matter is that this is just a demo. This isn't even the full final product. Holy cow, it's a challenge. Check it out. You can request access to the playtest right about now. See if you can do better than me. Post your scores or whatever down in the description. Check out the seeds that I played. You can see the seeds. You can see the seeds over there. I like this. I like this a lot. It's very, very cool. Great little concept for a great little game. Wastelander. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. Mine, of course, has been Open Potato. If you're interested in helping make videos like this possible, check out the playlist. Link down in the description down below, or check out the Patreon, even if you're that way inclined. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye.